So we are back to reacting to more things when it comes to fan-made music videos and Chinese dramas. Konnichiwa mina, or should I say ni hao, because today we are going to be reacting to a fan-made video from another Chinese drama that I was recommended, and I did not want to react to this music video without watching the drama, of course, so I actually took time out of my schedule to actually watch this drama while I was sick, and also when I had to take a break and everything. Oh my god, I have to say this drama is incredible. I can't believe I didn't find it originally. This drama is actually called The Spirealm, based off a book that's called The Kaleidoscope of Death, which is a boy love novel, and it was written by qiushi. This series actually has two different versions. One version that has 48 episodes, and each episode I think is about 30 minutes. Or the 38 episode one, which each episode is about 45 to an hour. Now, I couldn't find the 78 one, so I only could watch the 38 episode one. I watched the whole thing from beginning to end nonstop. Just a fair warning to those who are fans of the novel or fans of the series, I'm going to be explaining what the series, The Spirealm, is about, not what the novel, Kaleidoscope of Death, is about. They may have the same characters, but the drama is different. Think of it as Modao Zishi and The Untamed. And just letting you know, this book is banned in China, and so is the drama, I think, which is why they had two different types of amount of episodes because of censorship. That should say a lot for you when it comes to censorship. The Spirealm is about a man that's named, is it Ling or Li? It's about the main character, qiushi. He is a gaming programmer and a beta tester. He's been beta testing a game that is called The Spirealm. The Spirealm is a virtual reality game, and this game, there is a level which he cannot defeat. So he just decides to go home that day, meet up with his roommate and everything, and one day he just sees that there's something on his door. Inside the package there is a hard drive, and on the hard drive it says, "Welcome to the world of the doors." And he's like, oh, I think this is the official game, because he was wondering when the official game is going to be out. So then he goes to the beta testing location. But on his way to the beta testing location, he starts getting delusions. He starts thinking that he is in the game. Finally does get to the beta testing location, plugs up the hard drive, and still can't defeat the level. What does this have to do with the story? Hear me out. From here on out, there's going to be a bunch of spoilers. So if you don't want to listen to that and go straight to the music video, which also has a bunch of spoilers, then by all means, go there. Okay, I gave you time, and if you're still here, okay, get ready for having a bunch of spoilers, okay? After he gets out of the beta testing location, he starts going on his way home, and it's in the middle of the night. And he sees that there's a door in the middle of the whole crosswalk road, and he decides to, he's like drawn to it, so he decides to go towards it. But unfortunately, he gets into a car accident. The car hits him. He just gets up from it and just walks away and goes back home, and he goes into the bathroom and he starts checking himself in the mirror to see if he has got any scrapes or anything. So then he decides to wash his hands and get to the scrapes and everything, until when he gets out of the bathroom, he realizes that he's not home anymore. He's actually in this weird place in a hall that has a bunch of doors, and he doesn't know which door to go through, and so he decides to go through door number 1, and he sees it's the level that he's been trying to beat, and he's like, oh, I'm still beta testing, when in reality he is not. He's actually dove into the game. He can't summon a sword like he did in the game. He's running for his life until a strange man starts talking to him, and he can hear him because our main character, qiushi, actually has excellent hearing. He sees that that's a perk, and he wants to help him out. After he saves qiushi's life, he introduces himself, and his name is Ruan nanzhu. He explains that to be able to pass the door, they have to defeat the boss and not die because you will die in the real world. And there are 12 doors that he needs to go through, but no one has been able to go through the 12th door because they unfortunately pass away or decide to quit the game before they even get a chance. And the funny thing about each and every door is that you'll be in that door for about 10 to 15 minutes in the real world, and you could be in the game for about 3 to 4 days, even up to a week, and you go back to the real world and it's only been 10 to 15 minutes. Isn't that incredible? It's insane. It has all the elements that you think that of video games. Each and every door is a different world. It's a different place. You could be in the future, in the past, the Stone Age. It could be any level that you can think of, any game that you can think of, and it could possibly be behind that door. And each of these doors, you get a clue and a key to be able to get out, to get to the real world. And you could actually die in this game, and in the real world you will die in the next 10 minutes. It'll be an accident. They lose so many friends in this game, so many. And it's incredible how they care about each other. This guy, Ruan, you just are like, what's his deal? Where'd he come from? Why is he helping nanzhu? It doesn't make any sense. But now we'll dive into our fan-made music video. And if you don't like me pausing or explaining what is going on in the music video, I will leave the original link to the music video down in my description below, so that way you can check it out yourself. And with that being said, let's get into it. Oh. That's Ruan, just letting you know. And him saying that, this is supposed to be a bromance, and yet it doesn't feel that way. Sometimes they'll have these moments where they truly care about each other. Oh. He is so savage. He's such a savage. Ruan is such a savage. We're gonna call the main character Ling and the next main character Ruan. Okay, Ruan is such a savage. Okay, if he doesn't care about you, he will make it evident that he doesn't care about you by not telling you the rules of the game. In these games, if you do something triggering to trigger the boss to either protect whatever they are to protect, or you break the rules, the boss will kill you. For him to tell our main character, which is his first time going into the doors by accident, it just says a lot. And the main character is like, I thought we would be a team, you know, you find out the humans that came into the real world, and I thought we would work together. And he's like, sometimes not everybody comes back. But our main character is like, I think this is wrong. And he even saves the bad guys. And let's just say that the bad guys of this whole situation are called Organization X, or how I'd like to think about it as like the 4 houses of Harry Potter: Gryffindor, Hufflepuff, Ravenclaw versus Slytherin. Organization X is Slytherin, okay? And the leader of Organization X is trying to get this game, which is still in beta testing, by pulling people from the real world to thrust them into this killer game. This game originally wasn't violent, and they made it violent because they wanted to produce it for the American demographic. So they're trying to sell it to Americans. So yeah. He found his reasoning. He found his reason. It's him. Freaking Ling is his reason. Freaking Ling is his reason. He's like, you're the reason. You're so great. Oh my. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. You're just asking for like, and kiss. Oh. Ooh. 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 So good. I remember that level. That was level 1, and he risked it all just to save Ruan. It was a risk because Ruan's ankle was caught by the boss. The boss, think of the Grudge, that can manipulate her hair to to wrap it like if it's a vine, and she was about to pull him down into the well, and that's where she kills you. He saved Ruan by the risk, by just throwing that torch.
这不看你冷吗？还咳嗽几声，赶紧睡吧。
Okay, so as you can see, the multiple different things that you've witnessed already, each and every door has a different environment, a different temperature, a different time, a different place.
算了，我来。担心我了？
Of course! Here's everything.
你怎么在这儿？
So as you can see, they do live together, but it's not just them, it's their whole team. Think Team Gryffindor in a big mansion, so let me just tell you that.
我需要你。
Oh, you need him?
字面上的意思。
Literally! Oh. So what's happening here with this guy when he pushed him down into the bed is actually he was in one of the doors where you could literally starve to death and was deprived of food because there's a level where you have to open a chest throughout that day. And if you open the chest, you can eat. But if you don't open a chest that day, you don't eat. And if you have any type of special abilities, like for example, our main character, he has the ability to listen. He could only use it for a few number of times. Let's just say 3. If you try to use it a 4th time, a strange ringing goes into his ears and then he won't be able to hear. And this guy just came from that world where he was starving to death, even though he passed the level. And well, he saw the first thing of meat. At some point when he comes out of the level, he's so hungry that he's eating raw meat out of the freezer or out of the fridge. I don't know if it was thawing or something. And our main character caught him. And the next day, he acted like if he was normal, and he was being really nice. And then one day, he just knocks on his door, and he's like, "You look delicious," and pins him to the bed, and tries to. Oh, actually, I remember. He actually bites him, causing bleeding. And then, of course, our man Ruan hears the commotion, and comes and saves him. Unfortunately, this team member had to be isolated, so he can get his sanity back because he's going insane, because that's one of the things that happens when you go through the doors. You could go insane. Ooh! Don't touch my man.
你不是看在我面子上才帮他的吗？你是不是有什么事瞒着我？
I can tell you guys what he's hiding. He avoids it by reminding him, you agreed to play this game. What he is not telling him, spoiler, the biggest spoiler of the whole thing, is that this game was made for Ling. This game was the finished product of a game that him and his best friend in college were trying to make come true. And his best friend in college actually succeeded, and he actually made this game, and they changed the game to a violent game, but he physically actually hacked into the system and put in a code that could help him win this game. And the code that he put in, it's Ruan. He is the guy that was put in there to help Li or Ling, because it says here Ling qiushi. He was made for Li. That's the secret. The other secret is that if you enter the 12th door, you can turn off the game forever. Level 12 was never finished. The only person that could finish the game is Ruan. Ruan is the only one that can use his code to destroy the game. He's the switch. It's the worst thing to imagine because he's not real. As much as you think he's real, he's not.
挺厉害。跟你学的，就是你保护我了的。你骗我！我根本就进不去，对不对？是替对方活下去，不是替对方去死。骗子！你个骗子！骗子！骗子！我害过你永远平安快乐。
This made me cry because the previous level, it's very faint, but here he's wearing a bracelet. He was supposed to help a friend out, and she was so young. The thing is that Ruan has a rule. He'll only help you to a certain level, and after you surpass that level with his help. At first she wanted his help, but then she sent a letter saying that she was going to go in alone. When she came back, she left a trinket from the world that she went into, the bracelet, and he's wearing it. And here he's about to die because he found the traitor. Because the traitor opened a crate. Part of the boss was in that crate, and if you find a part, they can actually kill you. Even though he's a code, he can still die. He's an AI that is trapped to be in this game. If he actually dies in the game, his code will be gone. So you have to keep him alive. But because of that girl's sacrifice, she died, by the way. She died in the actual game, and when she came back 10 minutes later, she got a loser prize because she was the worst actress ever. She finally got a dream come true, and she was nominated for something and she won it, and she died on stage. And the thing that she left him was that bracelet. To see him die like this, it sucked. But he survived because of the bracelet that he was wearing. See, he can bleed too, I told you guys.
差点没了。就算我中了招，你也不能打开箱子。已经死了才开的，这不是没事吗？你确定个屁啊！我只是想让你活下去。
The thing that he didn't see coming is the end! At the end! At the end! This thing is making me cry, it's not supposed to!
在遇到相同的情况，我们都很清楚对方会做什么。我可不喜欢和别人挤在一张床上睡。除你之外，你跟你上一个女朋友是因为什么原因分的手？女朋友？我都没谈过女朋友，怎么会有上一个女朋友？
Oh, I don't remember him asking this question. He seems like happy.
你问这个干嘛？就是问。
Just asking.
如果实在找不到女朋友，也可以找点别的。别的？找猫行吗？
He's not talking about that.
果然是评委是单身。找猫也不行。
I can't get a cat. By the way, he already has a cat.
你对什么？搭档。我们
partners, yes.
傻子。你的就是我的，我的还是我的。
Seriously, oh my heart goes out to these two.
主要是不想和你分离。
Oh.
找机会住一块，所以我忙着，让我全能。
I was so cold and shivering until I met you. Oh my god. So the reason why he's so upset is because that guy that he was holding the knife to killed off a friend, and he protected him in one of the levels when he was not with Ruan because he and Ruan made a deal. He was about to get hurt. He jumped in the way, and when they went back to the real world 10 minutes later, he died, leaving the girl that he loves behind. And it sucks. For his death, I cried so bad. It sucks. It really does suck. And he wanted to kill him. Oh, sharing food.
你是不是能够确定自己可以活下来？那自然是。都这个时候了还骗我？我话还没有说完，你别生气啊。什么选择？是救一个我认识的，还是救一群我不认识的玩家呢？你们呢？都选择牺牲你们，我也明白应该这么说。我没那么大的能量，都没得选。
When it comes to this, there's actually two doors. One leads to heaven and the other one leads to hell. That lead to door 12. You have to go into this level in pairs. If you open the realm to hell, they live. And the other person opens the door to heaven, die. There was a girl that was the right-hand man of the person that was in charge of Organization X. He was using her the whole time when she was in love with him. When she found out, she told him the wrong door on purpose. And she sacrificed herself for these two to live. That's the second to last level, man.
和你在一起的这些日子，经历了很多开心的事。我选择真实去。
No, not the end. My heart.
而又安全的世界。你们在哪个世界，我就在哪个世界。
Oh, I just relived every single sad moment of the Spirealm. Oh, I need a tissue. I don't know what makes me cry even more. It's either The Untamed or the drama Koizura. Oh, it's a Japanese drama.
But it was first made into a movie in 2007. The series came out in 2008.
In this, there were so many things that happened in this drama. I can't even put to words. Like, for example, I told you that on their team there's twins and one of the twins dies. And the other twin can't take it anymore and he decides to quit the team. The celebrity dying. One of the leaders of the other teams dying. In the end, needing to be separated. Ruan and Lee. After he shuts down the game, it goes back to day one when he got hit by the car. Everybody that died, fortunately, came back. Except for one. He didn't exist, and he worked his whole life to recreate the Spirealm to a place that he can call home, where all his friends knew him. All his teammates were alive and okay, and Ruan is there waiting for him. I hope you like my reaction. If you have any more recommendations, please leave them in the comments down below. And with that being said, being weird is better than being normal. Now, I'll see you guys the next time. じゃあね, bye bye, and 再见.